Everybody, this is Money Mom. I'm uploading this video Wednesday morning, and I felt it was something, even though I've touched on the subject before, I felt like it was something that warrants being touched on again. Are you in a rush to pay off debt? And I know that a lot of people out there think that we should just rush to pay off all of our debt, and I do understand that, because let's just be honest. Obviously, the more financially set we are for any kind of emergency or anything, you know, that's always a positive thing, right? Or if you lose your job, medical, that's all good, and I totally get it and all of that. But I want to talk about what will happen if we're just really stressing ourselves out too much, or to pay off the debt. And I'm going to talk about 3 things that could happen with that. Let's get started. Number 1, you may not end up having enough money for any kind of emergency that does come up, and it could cause you to go further into debt. I've known of people that they may have a charge card debt, for example, and they just want to put everything towards it, and I totally get it, but then they're not putting anything aside in case something comes up, and then they have to go back and charge again because maybe something happened with their car, for example. So if we put everything to debt, we may not have money for emergencies, so we really need to think about that. Number 2, and this is a big one, getting burnt out because we have unrealistic goals of how much debt we can pay off. And I think this could definitely happen. We just feel like all we think about, we live and breathe budgeting. And even though I love all these videos, sometimes it's good, if y'all do not mind me saying, to take a step back, enjoy life a little bit, and get away from thinking about money, paying bills, and paying off debt. And really, I do think the unrealistic goals can kind of hurt us. Which gets me to point number 3. We spend a lot of our time comparing ourselves to others. We know that there's a lot of different budgeting videos out there with all different incomes. I see many channels. Some have more of a low fixed income, some have a medium, and some have the 6-figure income. And so some of those people that have the 6-figure income are blessed where they can sock away, say, $5,000, $6,000, a month towards debt. And that's a blessing. But some of us may be only able to put $400 a month. Some may only be able to put $50 a month. So I really feel like we each need to take our own journey with that. That's number 3. And what I want to touch on, the good news about debt, is this. Eventually, your debt will be paid off. For example, let's say it's a car payment or it's a charge card. Well, either of those examples. You do have a date that it will be paid off, as long as you're current with your payments. So know that. Also, if you don't have a large income and you don't feel that your income can increase a whole lot, you could always take a little bit extra and put it towards the principal, and it will be paid off a little bit sooner. So my big thing I want to say today is I want to encourage everybody is that it may take us a little longer to get to our goals than others, and that's okay, as long as we just keep moving in that direction. But I really want all of us to encourage each other that it's okay to take a breath now and then and make sure that our goals aren't so unrealistic that we're making ourselves miserable, and to enjoy life a little bit. That was pretty much what I wanted to say. Before I let you go, though, I want to tell you, when I was paying off our mortgage, I wanted to pay it off so badly. What I used to do is I would call the mortgage company and I would find out, hey, if I put this little extra towards the principal, when will my payoff debt be? So if you have a debt, I know there's debt calculators out there. You can kind of play around with it, and kind of even just a little extra towards your principal can go a long way. So I hope that this video has encouraged somebody out there that kind of feels like they're comparing themselves with others and they're just wanting it so bad, but it's just not happening fast enough. It's okay if it takes us a little bit of time, because we are all going to get there, and I know 6 months from now, all of us that are watching and listening to this video, we're all going to be in a better financial position than we are now. I have a good feeling about every one of us. Thanks everyone for watching, and I love you very much. Bye-bye.